Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Adam Smith. Inside this game unboxing video, I'm excited to be showing you the latest release from the HeroQuest line. This is First Light coming from Avalon Hill. Now here on the back of the box, you'll see in the top left-hand corner something key to note, a standalone game with 10 unique quests, which means this can be your very first purchase in the world of HeroQuest without having to dive into the larger core box, which is typically the norm for most people, as you need to have that game system in order to have the other expansions. But this right here is a standalone game system. As you can see right here, it's a complete game system, so you can just check out HeroQuest for the first time using this set to see if you even want to invest more in the rest of the content that's out there and available. And of course, you also have the companion app that goes along with it, which essentially is going to bolster the immersion factor of the game and keep track of some things for you to make the gameplay that much easier to manage. Now, a key thing to point out is the fact that this box is going to be a mixture of standees and miniatures. You can see exactly which miniatures will be included on the back of the box. The wizard, elf, dwarf, barbarian, and dragon are all miniatures, but the rest are going to be standees, and that's very different than the typical core entry into the HeroQuest universe, where everything, including all the expansions that have been released to date, are all in miniature form. So this is going to provide a different experience for some people, and it might be the experience if you're not looking for a miniatures-heavy game. It's a great idea from the standpoint of it being a smaller box, easier to take around, easier to store on your shelf, and that could be a reason why you might be interested in it. But you could also be dabbling into something that ends up pulling you into a larger experience, which is all the rest of the HeroQuest content, of which there is a ton. When you crack open the box for the first time, you're going to find a character sheet pad on the left-hand side. It tracks a number of things about your character all the way through. And once you've got this out of the equation, you're going to see two booklets to the right-hand side. You're going to see the First Light book, which is the quest book, and we'll talk about this in a second. And there's also the First Light Rulebook. The game also, of course, includes a DM screen, which is used, of course, when playing multiplayer. You won't need this when playing solo, but it still looks pretty awesome. It will be the app that takes the responsibility of the DM. After that, you're going to find Punchboards inside the box, and I'll be showing an up-close view of all of these in just a moment. But first, let's check out the rulebook as well as the quest book. The first thing inside the rulebook is a full narrative getting you into the experience. If you want to read through this, feel free to pause the screen. After that, it gets into your introduction into the world of HeroQuest. If you're familiar with it, you can probably jump past the majority of what's being talked about here, but if you're new to the experience, this will break things down for you. So whether you're new to HeroQuest or you've been here before, there's full sections inside the rulebook that'll help you out in either case. As an example of what it looks like when it's all set up on the game table, I'll go ahead and flip this open so you can actually see. And what you'll find is the full setup instructions around HeroQuest and also a full illustration of that iconic board. As we head further into the rulebook, we see the heroes here, and you also start to see the format and layout of how the rulebook looks and feels. There's lots of open space around it. Things are not jammed up. It's very easy to read. And after just a handful of pages, you get right into the playing experience where it's going to help guide you through the learning experience as well. And you'll honestly find as you go through these, very intuitive, very easy to understand, and you'll get right to the fun of the game quite quickly. Now, the second booklet is all around the quest book, and I don't want to open this one up and spoil any of the scenarios inside of this, as I want you to actually experience them as you go through the game yourself. But it is worth mentioning this is also used, of course, for the DM and a multiplayer experience as well as a reference when you're playing solo. Again, the app is going to help guide you through the experience. And here's a look at the full colorful HeroQuest board laid out. It is a double-sided board, so I'll also show you the opposite side as well. And the other side of the board is a very different look and feel for a HeroQuest experience. Back inside the box, in the lower portion, you'll see a tray for all the miniatures. I'll show you all these up close in a moment, as well as the dice, the stands here, as well as the cards, and whatever's inside this area, if there is anything at all. After flipping over the tray, you'll see there's artwork inside, so this leads me to believe it's a dice tray. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm correct or not, but I believe that's what it is, and it's situated in that bottom right-hand corner. So let's go ahead and take an up-close look at the rest of the components. And that, my friends, wraps up my game unboxing video for HeroQuest First Light, the latest edition in the HeroQuest line from Avalon Hill. Excited to get this to the table myself and give it a shot. Let me know if you're already playing it in the comments. Would love to hear how people are doing in this one, whether they're enjoying it, whether they also think it's a good onboarding experience compared to the larger core. I have all of the other content from the revised version of HeroQuest, and so I'm very excited to see what this will do in terms of an entry point for new players, and also how it enhances things and gives extras if merged in with the rest of the components that have already been released. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, keep on rolling solo.